Number 9, Julie Ann Genter.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Building and Construction. Will he change the Construction Contracts Amendment Bill or promote other legislative change to ensure that money held by a main contractor for payment to subcontractors when their work is completed is not used for any purpose other than paying those subcontractors?
Honourable Amy Adams.
Mr. Speaker, on behalf of the Minister, he is sympathetic to the position of subcontractors. Officials have been instructed to consider all options to protect subcontractor payments, including legislation. This is an important issue, and it is essential that any solution is robust. The Minister intends to meet with the Specialist Trade Contractors Federation to discuss the recommendations from his officials once they've completed that work.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Supplementary question, Julie Ann Genter.
Given that subcontractors lost millions in the Mainzeal collapse well over a year ago because their retention monies were used for other purposes, how much longer will subcontractors have to wait for this simple legal protection of their money?
Mr. Speaker.
Honourable Amy Adams.
Mr. Speaker, on behalf of the Minister, I'd point out to that member that the Minister has been in the role for 14 days and he's instructed his officials to report back to him on this issue within the month, and then very quickly thereafter he'll meet with the Federation and progress it.
Order. Supplementary question, Julie Ann Genter.
Why isn't the government fixing this problem in the bill that's before the House right now, when so many submitters have already asked that this particular bill deal with the retentions issue, including the Building Disputes Tribunal, the Building Industry Federation, the Construction Strategy Group, the New Zealand Contractors Federation, the New Zealand Law Society, the Specialist Trade Contractors Federation, Steel Construction New Zealand, Master Plumbers, Gas Fitters and Drain Layers, Electric Contractors Association of New Zealand, and many others.
Honourable Amy Adams.
Mr. Speaker, well, on behalf of the Minister, Mr. Speaker, I note that the Select Committee in their report suggested that this amendment that the member is talking about would be out of scope for the current bill, but I know that the Minister is working through this very carefully with his officials, and I would also note that the advice I've had indicates that the sector does not support the legislative fix that member is promoting.
Supplementary question, Julie Ann Genter.
Will the government fulfil their promise to act in the wake of the Mainzeal collapse and support my SOP to ensure that subcontractors are paid for their hard work, given their bill does not do so?
Honourable Amy Adams.
Mr. Speaker, on behalf of the Minister, I can tell that member that the government is not intending to support her SOP because, as I've said, first of all, we've had some advice that it may be out of scope. Second of all, it does not deal with all of the issues in this very important area, and a solution needs to be robust. And thirdly, and most importantly, the sector do not support it, and they want to continue with the process that the Minister is running.
Point of order, Julie Ann Genter.
I seek leave to table an issue of build law which was put out by the Building Disputes Tribunal, which suggests that my SOP is excellent and is exactly the sort of thing that the government should be pursuing. Well,
the easiest way forward is for the House to decide, leave a sort to table this particular opinion on a member's SOP. Is there any objection to it being tabled? There is not. Question number 10, Jackie Dean.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Minister for the Environment and asks, how does budget